Hey everyone, let's do a fall garden tour. I'm Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. Welcome to my channel. So in today's episode, we are gonna take a walk around the yard and see what it looks like mid-October. So the weather is now starting to change. Things are starting to die down. The garden is now stepping into the next phase of the season. So I wanted to take you around, show you what it looks like. I'm in Zone 8A, Georgia. So let's take a tour around. Would love if you can like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Share with a gardening friend as well. So let's start first at the front of the house, and then we'll kind of take a tour around the yard. All right, so starting, just giving you a pan around so you can see everything. My pots I have to refresh, but all in all, still looking good for middle of October. I actually have a self-seeded, I think it's a American Beautyberry from over here that self-seeded when I had the plant there last year. So I'm just keeping it. I'm hoping that that's what it is. And still have some remnants of my verbena from last year as well. My dahlias are still blooming really nice. Purple fronting grass. Got some Ipomea and Gara, I believe that's what that is. This flower here is self-seeded. It's a salvia. This is my lantana that I take in every year in the greenhouse. Not sure what this one plant is, but it's a standard. I'll pop the picture up. It's still going. I'll be putting that in the greenhouse. And I put a mahogany splendor hibiscus because I wanted some fall color here too as well. It's looking great. This is salvia that's self-seeded as well. Guys, this is one plant. Look how crazy, and it grew in the rocks, and I just left it, but I wanted to show you the flowers. Beautiful. Hopefully it self-seeds itself next year again. I will take it, but next year I'll dig it up and put it somewhere else. Just this part of the front of the house looks like a jungle. Next year I wanted to show clear separation, but I'll take it for now. These are our fall containers that we did. This is one of the most beautiful projects and most relaxing project I've ever done too as well. This is my photo chest that I put heuchera and pumpkins, and I kind of staged it up here. And I wanted to show you because my rose is reblooming again. This one here I got from Home Depot. I think it was like $7 to be honest. It's really nice. More stashes of plants I need to plant. My trough is overgrown a little bit, but that's okay. I have to put a name of this. I keep forgetting what this is. I've got some heuchera there, and my rose starting to come back out for a second set of flush. This one smells really nice. Did a little bit of fall redone of the front of the house. My coleus are still going strong. So going to the front of the house, this is my flowering maple. And again, the flowers are just gorgeous. This I have to take into the greenhouse as well. And I'm going to bring it back out next year. Now this will be my first year taking it into the greenhouse, so hopefully it will survive. my hostas, they're still looking good. We had a hailstorm, to be honest, and that kind of chipped up a lot of the leaves, but normally, like last year, they were in much better shape. Alright, overview of the side of the stone step garden bed. So I'm videoing this from a perspective of my neighbor's yard because this is the best perspective you can get from it. So up here is my garden bed. Then lamb's ear are looking amazing. My mahogany splendor hibiscus, guys, they have a mind of their own now, but it's nice because they kind of fell over with the rain and now they look really nice for some really cool fall color. Now below them is a bunch of perennials, which I'm just letting them do their thing right now, but I love how the lamb's ear is looking, and the celosia over there, I'll show you a closer look, looking really nice. My Japanese anemone looking really good. Still have lots of color for it being middle of October. I have to show you this. So this Rebecca self-seeded from my side of the yard to the neighbor's side. Isn't it beautiful? Amazing, amazing. So a lot of Rebecca here self-seeded in our we have a dry creek bed going down right here, and a lot of plants have self-seeded, so we'll take it. From this perspective, I've got some dahlias that are growing here. My coffea looking really good. My ajuga are taking over, so I need to start taming it. And I'm not sure if you can recognize them, but a lamb's ear border that I did is starting to take. So there's lamb's ear, like one here, one there, one there. It's starting to take, so it's looking really good. This is a Japanese maple, and I'll show you my Japanese anemone, how they're looking too as well. Oh, I just realized this, everybody. What is this? What did I plant that I don't remember that I planted? I think this is an iris. Ooh, how pretty! I'll have to brighten this up so you can see it, but isn't that amazing? Wow. And then look at my Japanese anemone. And my hyacinth bean has created its own little mind. It's growing up my gutter there. Back to the front. I love this combination of the lamb's ear with the grass. Amazing. And this Veronica, the pink Veronica, you see when I bought it, I split it in two, and I planted half of it here and half over there, and it has grown for the season. Orange flower and yellow are zinnias that I planted from seed. Our project where we planted coneflowers have done well. And I did not realize the lantana that I planted a couple years ago is still here. And my salvia that I planted got from clearance, still growing strong. In about maybe 2 weeks or so, I'll dig up the shrimp plant and put that one in the greenhouse. My pots are coming to an end, and so my plan is to plant this clear in one of the pots, because I think that's evergreen in my area, and then convert these over and get them ready for winter. My lobelia are hanging in there, you guys. They're hanging in there. I have to do a little bit of pruning and pulling out of my ajuga because they're taking over my beardstown and my echinaceas. I love this view. So a little bit closer on my, by the way, this is one mahogany splendor plant. And what I've done is I pinched the end of it here, and that's what makes it branch out and look so thick. And I think this thing is about 12 feet tall if I raise it up. I do have a second flush of my rose coming back out. So here you go. This one is open up a little bit more. And my celosia that's self-seeded is still growing. And how about these beautiful anemones, everybody? I love when you come down from the stairs. Absolutely gorgeous. My sedum is looking great as well. And back there, hidden, is a red twig dogwood, so hopefully you'll see it a little bit more in the fall time. Kufia, euphorbia, looking good. My ostrich fern, I believe, still alive. Yay. Hopefully it spreads. I'm gonna have to dig up this eucalyptus and put that in the greenhouse. And my annuals that I planted from clearance, which is my salvia. Look how gorgeous they're doing, guys. And my scabiosa, again from clearance, they're doing great. Now my next project that I have to do here is I'm going to rearrange a couple of things so my foxgloves are spread out evenly, my Rebecca as well, so that come next year there's a little bit of a organization to this area. Lots of foxgloves growing in this area. Beautiful Japanese maple. And then over here I have got more anemones. This is the pink. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, gorgeous. And then paired with the hyacinth bean that I didn't realize I planted a hyacinth bean here, but paired with that is quite beautiful. Look at that. Now back here is my pride and joy, at least one of my pride and joy. This is my amaranth. I think it's bleeding heart, I believe. But isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. That's one plant, you guys. One plant. So next year my plan is to plant this and plant them in areas that have a slope so they'll hang down like how you see it here. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to put some more right over here too. I think I might get another flush of flowers from my yarrow. And we planted some marigolds in one of the previous episodes, so they're growing. Now my anemone, I'll pop the name of this variety on the screen. It's gone crazy, everybody. Look at all the flowers. Look at, I had to tie it up because it was too heavy and they were falling. This is our peach tree that's going to go in dormancy now. My astilbe, which is the purple variety, I'm just letting the blooms stay up all winter. I usually trim that in the spring. Our project that we did with our DIY trellis, things are still alive, thank God. My Kinsley Ghost honeysuckle, not so good, but it's still alive. And then, like all garden tours, I got to show you the good and the bad. So this has become a little jungle area here. My hyacinth bean grew up the trellis. I think we had a rainstorm and this kind of broke on there, but it's looking really good. My roses are coming for a second flush of blooms. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at this. It's like a piece of art, isn't it? Paired with the bloom for the hyacinth bean. Gorgeous. Let's give you a look at the willow tree garden bed. So usually around October the willow tree starts defoliating, so that's what's happening here. But we still have plenty of things going on here. So starting with the side bed, I love my Artemisia is coming in really nicely. Beauty berry is still looking great, guys. Look at that beauty, the purple berry. Isn't that beautiful? I'm hoping that this is the variety that sells seed itself. And then planted a hyacinth bean right there, and it's just, you know, going all over the walkway, which is okay. My caladium is getting a little bit of protection. It's starting to get chilly, so that's going to die out fairly soon. I have a firelight hydrangea there. I usually leave the bloom on the hydrangea. And then my favorite is my straw flowers have started to bloom. Isn't that beautiful? This one will have some seeds, so I'm going to let it sell seed. But let me show you some other flowers of what they look like. And I love the sound of this. They dry really well. There's some other flowers. This one here is a little bit more open. And then this is what they look like when they're starting to seed. So this one here, if you break it out in the middle here, I want to show you quickly. See all the black things there? That's all straw flower seeds. So let's just spread them. But I do want to show you that my Hallucianthus is reblooming for a second flush. So this one here, I think this is Voyage 2, I believe. And I have to pop the name of this plant on here. I love it. It's starting to spread, which is exactly what I wanted to do. My canna lilies that I transplanted last year, the yellow and red flowers you see, they're looking good. By this time, my spirea usually starts changing color, so a little bit of yellow. And my hydrangea is coming back for a second bloom with some self-seeded zinnia as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. My oak leaf hydrangea, quite beautiful. Now along this way, things are starting to peter out. So my lamb's ear, which is what you see there, looking good. Spirea, I'll have to trim that back. We did this rock wall in a previous video. My mahogany splendor hibiscus is taking over my bench, but I'm going to leave it because this is perfect fall color. And I'm just letting everything kind of die out now. Got some pentas growing here. And these over here that you see are Canterbury bells that are biannual. So I planted them this year and they're going to grow, hopefully give me some flowers next year. These are Jupiter's beard, I believe, that I grew from seed. So hopefully I get some flowers next year. Some Kathman here, some prairie grass. And over here, I cleaned this out in a previous video. My hostas are still hanging on there. And I planted some Jupiter's beard, a hypericum berry right there, and some lobelia sprinkled in. Still have a lot of place to add things that I'm going to grow next year to this bed, but overall, not too bad. So let's move from the willow tree bed to my vegetable garden area. First of all, we have to admire this trellis. This is hyacinth bean that self-seeded from last year that I kept, and I just let it grow up the trellis. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, and panning around, everything has become a jungle, first of all. I must say that. So that's the first thing you're going to notice is nothing makes sense and it looks like a big jungle, but I saw there's some organization with this. So let's start here first. These are my blanket flower. Some of my dahlias are still blooming. I want to show you this one. Isn't this gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. This bed has pepper, and there's ghost pepper there, and it's loaded. Not ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, I'm sorry. It's loaded, so I need to come harvest that. The plant has gotten so tall that it's falling over on itself, even though I have it staked. But this is usually the time of the year where peppers are just growing like crazy. My eggplant bed still going strong, so I've got lots of eggplants that you can see there still growing, but the one that is so prolific is this green eggplant over here. So let me go around and show you. It is, look at this, you guys. That's all eggplants. Look under there, all eggplants. Ridiculous how much eggplants I have going here. That doesn't include what's over here, and this is one plant. No, I'm sorry, two plants, but it is loaded. I mean, look at this. I have to come harvest some of this. I've got some Turkish eggplant growing here. My celeries, I need to come harvest it as well. More eggplants over here. Turkish eggplants coming back for another set of fruit. More peppers. I did not have a good tomato plant this year, but it's okay. This bed over here, if you guys recall, I planted my perennials in here because I didn't have a place to plant them, and I wanted to show you what they look like. This is, what is this called? I'll pop the name on the screen. I'm totally blanking right now, but it's giving lots of flowers on there, and this is a perennial. This one here and this one here are perennials as well. My grass is looking, it's about, this is what it looks like this time of the year. And my cleomes that self-seeded are coming back for a second flush. I'm just letting them do their thing. And everything is super overgrown. My fig tree over there has lots of fig. I've been picking them every so often. Panning over here, this tomato bed I have to pull out because everything is almost done. I still have tomatoes going. Here, there's some tomatoes. This is this one over here is Cherokee purple. I've got some Cherokee purple tomato as well. But my pride and joy right now is this pepper bed. So let's take a closer look. So this one here is Tabasco pepper. You guys, look at this. Love growing some Tabasco. And then over here is Thai chili. I have harvested so much chili peppers, it is ridiculous. I think I overplanted, that's fine. But I just love it. Look at all of this chili pepper that's coming down there. Now over here is another hot pepper. Let me just pull the leaves up so you can see. Look at that, you guys. Oh my god, I'll have to pop this one in because I'm not really sure, but it is a hot pepper. Beautiful, beautiful. And I have Jamaican yellow growing here, and that's loaded as well, if you can see. Look at this branch over here. Crazy busy. I mean, crazy heavy in terms of fruit. My window box on my greenhouse is still going strong. I didn't do that much this year because I'm going to be replacing that box because it's falling apart. So that's a future project you'll see. But this bed here that had hibiscus and roses and so forth, I've cut it back down. This is my nectarine tree. And I've started cutting down some of my perennials and trimming some things. This section here is all of my citrus, which in about a week or so I'm going to start putting them back in the greenhouse because it'll get cold. I do have a persimmon growing, which I need to come pick the persimmon. I picked one earlier this year and it is so sweet. And there's a Meyer lemon. This one is an orange, but it's not going to get to its size before I have to put it back in the greenhouse. This one here is my Calamundan lime, which is starting to give another flush of flowers. Let's look at the marigolds. One plant, kind of crazy. So I've started cleaning up this bed, trim back the butterfly bush. Do want to show you some of my dahlias that I planted late in the season that is blooming now. So first of all, don't know if you recall the video where I potted up my dahlias. Isn't that beautiful? And it's loaded with buds. Look at this one. Beautiful. This one here, I'm waiting to see which one it is. And then this one has also bloomed. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is now opening up. I think you have a better flower in here. Let me show you. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. I am dying to see what this one looks like because it's now opening up. But so glad that my dahlia survived. What I'm gonna do is take these out. I'm overwintering them in the raised bed, but what I'm gonna do next year is dig them out, and I want to create a border right here, a dahlia border right here. Back to my trellis, I wanted to show you, this is my Bathsheba rose. It's giving a second flush. I have some buds coming out here. It's a beautiful David Austin rose, climbing rose. There's one a little bit closer. And my trellis is totally packed right now. I love the flowers of the hyacinth bean. Pear trees are now starting to defoliate, which that's normal. Overview of the shade garden bed area and what this looks like now. Oh, sorry, sun's in our way. So still have a lot going on in the shade garden bed for middle of October. My dwarf fountain grass is starting to do its thing in that it's going dormant. My pampas grass is going strong. Gracia will remain evergreen for me. My oregano is this hedge right there. And my pride and joy right now is these native asters, which I am hoping that it self-seeds itself for next year. Coleus is still going strong, as you can see. I had to cut back some of my hostas here. My grasses that I planted, my Anacoa grass, are doing pretty good. My camellia started to give buds. This container, which we did in a previous video, is looking really nice, starting to fill in. Over here, I've got mulberry bush, asparagus. Asparagus is starting to turn yellow, which is fine. Now my plant stash area slash plant staging area slash container area is looking okay. I'll show you guys my nursery in a second here. This is my spider plant, so I'm going to move that into the greenhouse. Made it a little bit of a staging area for all of my heucheras. This project you may or may not see before this video is aired, but this is my shade container. So, giving you a close-up of it. These are all things that I had already in the yard, and I used my wheelbarrow Let's show you my plant stash. Guys, don't judge because it's a lot. So the first half, this area over here, is all of my perennials that I dug up from the yard and pot them up. So I'm just growing them along here. I've got heucheras, lamb's ears, Rebecca. What else do I have here? Sun patience. So much stuff, you guys. And then over here are my plants to be planted. So I have to wait for my annuals to die back so I know how to put those, where to put those, to be honest. So we'll see. Now here's my fruit cocktail bed. So that's a tree that is a plum, nectarine, and something else I don't remember. And below it is a bunch of Rebecca's and yarrow and a whole bunch of stuff that I planted here. So everything is starting to go dormant now. On this side of the yard, I have a evergreen that I'm waiting to plant out in my stone step garden bed area. This lamb's ear is starting to look really nice. My green stalk with strawberries started to go dormant too as well. And all of my hydrangeas that I cut back, see how they're starting to flush back out? So I cut all of these back cut this one back too as well. These are all they bloom in old wood, so I trimmed them midsummer, so they would now regrow, so they'll flower next year. And my blueberry bushes that you see here, I have to do a little bit of maintenance on them. Getting a little bit too tall, but that's a project to be continued and worked on. Now this area here, I have to say, did not intend it to look like this, but you do need to see it. This is all my mahogany splendor hibiscus that I thought would grow up nice and tall. It got too heavy for the stake, and it rained one day actually, and they just fell, and I just left them because the season is kind of winding down right now. I like this vista from the yard with the Japanese anemone, the white, the purple celosia, and the mahogany splendor hibiscus. Just absolute gorgeous view. And then my favorite view as well, of course, is my coveted bleeding heart, which is the one that is right back here. So absolutely amazing. So hopefully you enjoy seeing this tour of the garden, see what it looks like in the fall. Everything is starting to slow down now. I'm getting a little bit sad because give another 2 months and this won't be here. It'll all be nothing behind me. So a little bit sad, but I'm trying to enjoy it. The weather is really nice. So tell me which part of the garden you like from looking at the tour, and what's your favorite season. Mine is obviously fall, because everything is I love this time of the year. The weather is nice, it's just pleasant, everything is mature. I do like spring too as well, so it's always a toss-up between fall and spring. Please like, comment, share this video as well, share with a gardening friend. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening and hope you enjoy fall.